everyone. Here's a story for the day. It's called JellyBean and the Unbreakable Egg. And it's about little chicks. I don't know why they're all different colors. Maybe you can help me figure out why. Ready to start? Here's the front cover and the back cover and the spine to hold the pages. It's written by Joe Troiano and illustrated by Susan Banta. If you are the author, do you write the words or do you draw the pictures? If you are the illustrator, do you write the words or do you draw the pictures? Ready? Let's start. Uh-oh, my fingers are all stuck together. JellyBean and the Unbreakable Egg. It was just before Easter on Holiday Hill Farm when 5 little chicks hatched in the back of the barn. First came Rose, then came Violet, next came along Lily, then Daffodil and Tulip, and then something went wrong. Something went wrong. I don't know what happened. Does this one, is it gonna hatch? One little chick number 6, couldn't get out of her egg. The shell was too thick. She tried every chick. That chick knew what to do. She tried and she tried, and the others did too. They pecked it, they poked it, they gave it a whack. But that unbreakable egg just wouldn't crack. So they begged and they pleaded and they started to shout. But that unbreakable egg would just not let her out. So she's stuck inside her egg. All her brothers and sisters came out, but she can't come out of her egg. So they started yelling and shouting and hitting it. Do you think that's gonna let the egg hatch? The farmer came in and took chick 6 away with the rest of the batch that hadn't hatched that day. The chicks followed the farmer past the geese, goats, and cows, up the front steps, and right into his house. There were eggs on the table, there were eggs on the chairs, there were dozens and dozens, but which egg was theirs? Then the 5 little chicks heard a very soft tapping and knew that chick 6 was up on the table tapping. The chicks flapped and they flopped and they flew through the air. They flew to the table, but once they got there, their wings were so tired, their wings were so sore that the 5 little chicks couldn't flap anymore. What do you think's gonna happen to the chicks? What do you think they're doing over here? Do you think they're dying eggs? What do you think's gonna happen to the chick? One by one, the chicks dropped from the sky right into the crocks filled with Easter egg dye. Now Rose was red and Violet was blue, Lily was orange and Tulip green through and through, and Daffodil was yellow as any daffodil that grew. So they all became dyed little chicks. Oh no! Inside her egg, chick 6 started to cry. They attacked her from the front, they attacked from the back, they attacked one by one, they attacked in a pack, but that unbreakable egg still wouldn't crack. So they're being too rough, but it's still not cracking. So they rolled it off the table and watched it drop. They were sure it would crack when it smacked on the floor, but it didn't. It just bounced and bounced right out the front door. So not even dropping it off a table would crack the egg. I don't know about you, when I drop an egg off a table, it cracks. The sun was setting and the barnyard was calm. Mothers and babies were snuggling all over the farm. The chicks realized, watching the egg roll along, they had been going about this entirely wrong. Instead of whacking and smacking and attacking the egg, they should have been hugging and holding it to hatch the egg. So maybe they're rethinking what they should do. Instead of being rough, I think they're going to be gentle now. What do you think? So these birds of a feather all huddled together to keep chick 6 and her egg nice and warm. Then it started to drizzle, and the drops that fell made the dye from their feathers drip onto the shell. And the pattern that 5 different colors created made that unbreakable egg look decorated. So here's chick 6 and her egg, and here's all her brothers and sisters around it. And now it's raining. What happens when you add water to paint? It kind of what? It melts. So what do you think is going to happen to that egg? And on Easter morning, with the sun shining bright, the 5 little chicks woke up from the night. There were colorful pieces of the shell on the ground, but where was chick 6? They looked all around. So do you think she hatched? Where do you think she is? Then out from the shadows stepped chick number 6, and her feathers were a wonderful, colorful mix. They were red and blue and yellow, orange, and green. So they named chick 6. They named her JellyBean. Does she look like a jelly bean? The chicks marched through the barnyard proud as can be, with JellyBean in the front chirping, "Come follow me." Every animal on the farm joined in on the fun, and it was the very best parade, the very best one. So I think they're happy now. Uh-oh. Goodness me. You see, that egg wasn't unbreakable, not one little bit. The truth was that egg did not like to be hit. So when you have a problem that grows and grows and grows, think of daffodil and tulip, lily, violet, and rose. And when you get stuck and don't know what to do, don't hit, don't shout, don't pout, don't beg. Remember, there's more than one way to crack an egg. The end. So they were trying to hit the egg and beat it and be rough with it. And that's not what that egg wanted to do at all. They needed to hug it and love it and be gentle with it. And at the very end, JellyBean came out of her shell. I hope you enjoyed that story. That's one of my favorites. Happy Easter, everyone. See you next time.